I think it was because our teacher unfortunately had a speech impediment and saying Jersey would not go well.
Mr. Mulinaro! Put on your jersey!
Not bad for a fat guy.
I was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar.
Number 4 for the Packers is Brett Favre. Oh, this thing's on. These guys
wearing backwards hats and jerseys, sitting on a couch in a basement. These guys.
Only thing I've wanted to do my entire life. This.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad for a fat guy.
Not bad for a fat
guy. What's going on?
I don't know, but let's
push some tickies. Where you going?
Austin, October 3rd, Cap City Comedy Club. Can't wait. Is
McConaughey coming?
I'll DM him.
You should.
Then we got San Diego, November 7th. That's at Mic Drop. I'll see you there. Tickies right under here in the description.
San Diego.
Hey. PSL season?
Come on.
You know?
Let's do it. There it is. Thumbnail.
With a sip.
Okay, not really. Did you? Is that what you did? Iced PSL?
It's a nice coffee. 2 pumps of PSL. Not too much.
Yep.
Just give me in the spirit. You know?
Yeah, not to be weather guy, but of course, after the most beautiful fall preview last week here locally in central Indiana, it is the face of the sun here now this week.
Oh, hottest week of all time.
Like 98 degrees the entire week. Cool.
Constant back sweat.
Thanks.
Driving like this.
Thanks for the tease. Step outside for 3 steps. Back sweat. Wearing a t-shirt. See ya. Even in a white or a like beige, like not a clear one, like a cream or a white shirt, still stains.
I don't. What do you do?
Just hold out till you start getting that crisp air rolling back in again. That brisk, crisp.
Doing this every time you stand up.
Oh yeah.
Hey, talking to somebody doing this.
How about it though? We got you out over the weekend. Man, Johnson made an appearance at the birthday.
Might as well stop by.
This guy likes me.
I was trying to surprise you.
You did.
So Joey was at like this place called Pins. Everybody has one.
Think so.
It's like bowling and like a bunch of games. It's like the biggest complex in the world.
A lot of Jenga.
Oh my God, bro. Should have suited up in full pads, but I didn't.
Jenga. Yeah. Was surprised when I saw you and you didn't have the single bar face mask and the bulky shoulder pads going through there.
Did you see that guy for Georgia Tech? It's not a sports podcast. Never mind. But anyway, surprised Joey on his birthday. Yeah.
Well, it was, yeah. I mean, you know, I got a Wednesday birthday, so I was like, well,
it's
I gotta
this
go
Wednesday,
before.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like, I got to go before, you know, I got a bunch of shit this weekend. It's Labor Day weekend. Everybody's got shit, a cookout, last hurrah for hot dogs and hamburgers. Which, by the way, had my son's birthday party on Sunday. As you know, Clubhouse, we record on Monday. So yesterday, 2-year-old's birthday party at the crib. Holy God. Talk about chaos.
Did he
little
have
cousins everywhere, little
boys
neighbor
over?
kids everywhere. All my friends who have kids, their little babies were here. Frank was opening up tons of presents. All the little kids are like, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Reaching in there. Whoa, man. Wild time. It is a baseball theme. Frankie turns 2. Hey-o. And
turn 2?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Little pun, little play on there, right? Come on, Frankie. And so we had concession themes. We had hot dogs and popcorn and soft pretzels. And I ate 4 hot dogs yesterday.
God, man. That sounds like the best birthday ever. I never had that shit growing up.
You never had birthday parties?
Not like that.
That's what Rye was talking about. We kind of had a debrief last night after everybody left. You know, got some wine and we were just talking about a whole bunch of shit. And she was just like, I never really had birthday party. One of the big reasons her birthday's in January. So I'm like, you got birthday January. You're really limited to pretty much bowling alley birthday party, you know? Not a whole lot you can do in January from when you're like 7 to like 12 years old. That's like prime birthday party ages.
I've been to a movie theater birthday party before.
Really? Everybody just got together. You just watched a movie,
dude. Hey,
all in the same row.
Rich friend, hot parents. Went over there. Met at his house. Had one of those like cool big vans with like the screen that comes down. You ever had your friend that has one of those pulled down from the ceiling? All got in there, went to the movie theater. Mummy Returns.
Wow. So you all just sat in one row, and then was it a sleepover after?
It was. We were at the movies, and it was some like get whatever you want. I was like,
how many kids?
Does it have to be on sale?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, just get whatever you want. I got this big blue slushie, spilled it all over my 𝗏1 shirt.
Nice.
Probably like 8 of us.
Whoa.
Just like the basketball team and then a couple of guys.
Mm-hmm. Couple of fringe.
Yes. Sleepover went crazy. It was the best birthday party actually I've ever been to in my life.
Up until like 4:30.
I was the only guy that was up playing video games the whole night. Everybody else sleeping. I was playing. I was like, dude, I don't get this kind of.
What was the video game? What console?
I think it was something crazy, bro. It might have been Dreamcast because I wasn't really that familiar with it.
Damn. The rich kid with the Dreamcast?
It was pretty like early for Dreamcast though.
Okay. So it was just like,
it was like it just came out.
Okay.
I don't think it was Xbox. It could have been GameCube. I kind of forget what game it was. It might have been 007 or something.
God, I had such a the stranglehold that GameCube had on me. But
007 Nightfire. Hey, better than GoldenEye on N64.
Ooh. I think, yeah, I mean, people forget, I think, that Super Smash Brothers is also available in an even better, like on steroids form on GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
It's available on GameCube in a better way than it is on N64.
The purple controller for GameCube.
But everybody just, dude, you ever have the orange?
No, I always saw it and I was like, yo, what crazy dude, who's out of their mind enough to buy the orange? Did you?
Oh yeah. Me and my sister, we had purple and orange. So somebody had
that's
all
so
orange.
Cool. You got to do that with video game consoles.
It was
just
insane.
Hey, take a walk on the wild side. The N64 that was like clear green. Dude, I saw like that in a Toys R Us magazine, and I was like, "How much money do you just have to buy that?"
Oh, so money, dude.
The purple one,
such a Christmas gift, dude. You're not getting that for anything else besides Christmas.
And then the Apple computers, dude. Now this is a reminiscent podcast or anything that were clear like that. I was like, "Who's not buying that?" Oh yeah, that's just my computer that's see-through red.
I vividly remember the day that my parents surprised us with a GameCube, and we had
best surprise,
dude. We had the Spider-Man game from when like the Tobey Maguire first Spider-Man movie came out.
Because,
oh, dude,
I watched that like a dude go through the loading screen and everything on TikTok last night.
So good. Right. And so you the
train station.
We had the alternate controllers, the purple and the orange. We had Spider-Man. I think we had a Scooby-Doo game for my sister. And then either SSX Tricky or
amazing.
Madden. Oh no, it was NCAA 03 with Joey Harrington on the cover.
Dude.
And those were the 3. It was like a package that like, I was like, oh, we'll never get that. And then my parents went and surprised us. And it was one of those where like they were doing a deal where like if you bought the console, 2 controllers and like 2 games, it like was cheaper than just, you know what I mean?
That's the thing though. Your parents would get you all that and you'd be like, hell yeah, but they would forget the memory cards and you'd be like, ooh, we can't even like really play though.
Can't play season.
But you don't want to be like the jerk that's like, hey, but can we have this too?
Yeah.
So you're just like dogging it out.
No, I think it was, we had one, but I think it was just all encompassing. Like if you got the whole GameCube package, it was a way better deal than just like buying the GameCube, then buying individual games. It was something like that.
You guys were probably quiet for like 2 days.
Oh my God. It was unbelievable.
That's the craziest present.
And it wasn't even like for a birthday or anything.
Hey, in the comments.
Craziest present?
Craziest surprise. Like what? Like we're going to Cedar Point today? Just all of a sudden?
Don't remind me about Cedar Point. But yeah, back to birthday parties. Like
I love you, burpy boy.
Whoa. Didn't even get it out. It was just in my chest and my throat. Whoa.
Saw a burpy girl in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Nice.
Shout out to the burpy girls across the world. Love you.
Yeah.
Burpy boys too, obviously. I mean, duh.
But it's we were like my uncle, or not my uncle, my brother-in-law was talking about this. He's like, man, I don't really remember having like themed birthday parties. And I was like, yeah, I didn't go to many themed birthday parties, but I remember it wasn't the theme. It was just like the location. You know, you had the bowling alley movie or birthday party. You had the movie theater birthday party.
Crazy.
You had the baseball diamond birthday party.
Never had that one.
I had one when I was 7. For my 7th birthday, I like wanted to like recreate Sandlot and just like have all my kids in my class come and we like played a baseball game and did like a
Did you
fake
need like
home run
how
derby.
many kids? I guess it does, you know, have like regulation.
We were 7, so it's one of those where it's like, yeah, you have your friends,
3
but
on
then you just
3.
like invite everyone. Like you just
Yeah.
invite like the whole class because you're all 7. You don't know
It's a
anything
good
about each
theme.
other. It's like
Good
whatever,
theme.
right? So we played it. We had that, but yeah, it wasn't ever like this is a Super Mario Brother themed birthday party that I'm going to when I'm 9. It was just like, hey, we're going to Expo Bowl and we're having pizza, and then we're coming back and watching the Falcons and Packers in the NFC divisional round.
Best birthday.
Like it was the locale. You know what I'm saying? Did you ever go to short courts?
Short courts.
Dude, it was
What do
like
you mean, the Holy Spirit gym?
yeah, every directional CYO school that's short court.
Short court. Hey, where are we playing the Christmas tournament? Guys got a short court. We'll be there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And then what about the Thanksgiving one? Nah, it's at Lord's.
Just
Our Lady of Lords.
You know, a school called Our Lady of Lords is gonna have just the pissiest gym of all time. Water tastes like vinegar. Where's the bathroom? You gotta go through the cafeteria down the ramp. Huh? I guess I'll just piss outside.
If you take the wrong turn, you might get locked into a cage down there, and no one will ever hear from you again.
The ball
But
cage.
Good luck,
Dude, hey, the forbidden room at every school, like where the gym is, like where they hold all the PE stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that little room?
Oh yeah.
I remember I was in there and it just went forever. There was like an upstairs. There's like an actual fence in
Yeah.
the room.
It felt like you were going into a different dimension.
I was like, is this a Goosebumps book that I'm about to write?
Burpy boy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you wanted to be in there for a long time, but then at the same time, you're like, I got to get out of here.
I'm going to get like,
Yeah.
go to jail if I'm in here any longer. The big bag of like pennies. Why are they called pennies? Anybody else? What did your
The mesh jerseys?
not that this is a middle school podcast or anything, but what'd you call the little jerseys you guys wore in PE?
Why did we call them pennies? That's
Pennies.
so odd.
I was like, what?
You know why? I think I know why. I'm kind of afraid to say though.
Why? God damn, is it gonna ruin the whole thing?
No, I just you know how the area we grew up with, just everything gets around to everybody, dude. Like I'll be at like a wedding reception for some kid I grew up with, and like a parent will come up to me and be like, "I was dying at that part where you and Ben were talking about a 5th grade class." I was like, "Is that us?" I'm like, "How the fuck, dude?" All right, whatever. Just don't kill me. I think it was because our teacher unfortunately had
no.
a speech impediment, and saying Jersey would not go well.
Mr. Mulinaro! Put on your jersey!
I think it was, man. I think it was.
Mr. Polizzi! Tie your shoes! Because I always had them unlaced, dude, because that was the thing, the unlaced shoes. I was like, let's go. White shoes all unlaced. Tie your shoes!
White shoes unlaced, playing kickball. Shoe just goes flying. Like 80 fucking
Boom!
yards.
The shoe. All right, bro, run around the bases like this. Trying to still be cool in front of the girls.
Definitely step on a rock right in the center of your fucking foot.
Nice home run, bro. Thanks. Bloody foot and sock. Dude. The shoe. Hey, the data supreme.
That one goes further because the wheel gets spinning in the air. Data supreme, dude. I wanted those so badly. Never could. Dad hated Chris Webber. All good.
I got them.
I know you did.
You know the story.
Well,
I got them.
Yeah.
They were so cool. Wore them to Chiller's house. Like got out to pick him up. My mom dropped me off there. Got out to pick him up, rang his doorbell. He looked at my shoes. He goes, "Oh, you got those?" I was like, "Yeah." Too scared to wear them to basketball practice. You ever like too cool? I felt too cool. I was like, I can't.
Yeah, I've been like protective over shit like that. Like one time in Florida, I had a brand new pair of I was like 15. I had a brand new pair of Air Force Ones, high tops. So they were fucking crispy. Like, I mean, impeccable with not a scratch or a stain, nothing on them.
Oh yeah.
It was one of those, I wear them out. We were at Outback Steakhouse in Florida, right?
This sounds like my birthday party.
Dude. So I wear them out there. It's one of those where it's sunshiny in Florida. When you go into the restaurant, all of a sudden, peek out the window halfway through the meal, it's torrential downpour. So I'm like, I didn't prepare for this. Wearing my Air Force Ones that I probably, my summer job where I got paid like $60 a week, I probably like
kind of a lot of money
for 15. Yeah. But like I probably saved up a few of those and bought those myself. And I was like, okay, even more pride with it. What am I going to do? What's the solution here? I'm not running out in the puddles in my Air Force Ones like this. I'll be screwed. So I asked the Outback Steakhouse folks for 2 to-go bags. And
you bag them up?
I literally, with my foot in the shoe, put them in the bags, tied them up around my shoes, walked outside. My aunt, she was down there with us, still makes fun of us, still makes fun of me, gives me a hard time. Still has a picture where I'm sitting there and and you can see the glistening from my
send that
shoes.
There's a picture of that?
There's a picture of it somewhere.
That's kind of hard, dude. Send it.
But yeah, I mean, to your point, it's like, I have to protect these.
I just felt like I wasn't cool enough to wear those shoes. Returned them to East Bay. Sad day.
You returned the datas?
I was like, I'm not cool enough to wear these.
Wow.
I didn't have it in me. They're just too shiny.
I never had that thought, man.
I was like, I can't pull it off.
Never had that thought.
But then I think I bought them again like 2 years later.
When you're
on the re-release.
You got in your cool up?
No, I didn't even get my cool up. I was just like, what was I thinking returning those?
That is pretty wild.
Returning something that you bought online. I'm like, how is this even happening?
Never. It's where, I mean, every Christmas, every birthday, whatever my mom gets me, she's like, oh, I have this and we can return. I can send it back. I'm like, online? Are you kidding me? Even if you fuck this up immensely, I'll just be like, yeah, whatever. I'm not dealing with the nonsense of boxing it up,
crazy,
taking it to UPS.
Post office? When's the post office even open? It's Christmas Day. I'm like, they're going to be open in like what, April?
Hell no. Yeah, not even. I'm just like, I'll make the most of it. You know what? It's a thought that counts. Thanks.
We had a Christmas one time and we returned absolutely everything, I think. My dad, I was like, gotta return it. Like, I'd open it and be like, well, it's not the size though. Like, we were just like being like,
God.
Dude, the next year, all gift cards.
Yeah. It's not bad that we talked about it though. Like that, when you're like 14, 15, 16, you have like a real fucking big gift card Christmas.
Gift card Christmas, just envelopes under the tree.
You're kind of like I want to open up something and be like, damn, this is still like tight. Like because it's a gift now because you open it and you're like, oh, sick, $25 to B-dubs. But then also it's a gift later when you get to go use it.
Mm-hmm. 2 gifts.
You know?
Can't believe we're talking about Christmas on this podcast. Have we ever?
Hey, dude, we're like 3 months away pretty much. But
fall's over.
Ben texted me that something about PSL season. I was like, holy Lord, it's so fall. Then he just sends back, fall's over.
Halloween's over.
Don't say that. It makes me sad. Dude, I was golfing last week, and I know you love the golf stories. So I fucking
kinda
I like sliced real bad my drive, right? So I sliced so badly that my drive ended up on right by the green of like the hole over.
Oh no.
So I roll over there and my ball is in a little bit of like the rough by the green, and the guys who are playing the hole next to us were coming up to the green. So I was like, oh God, what do I do here? So I let them, let them hit their shots, whatnot. And then they're all just like standing there on the green watching me hit this shot that I sliced so badly back over into the fairway of mine. Dude, I swing, make no contact with the ball. The club head rips off the club and goes flying into their
data
sand
shoe
trap.
Style?
Data shoe style into their sand trap. And I was like, oh my God. I just ran to the cart right there, picked another club up, just fucking got up and swung it again as quickly as I could. Luckily, I hit it pretty well. Got it back to my fairway, but right in front of this whole foursome of dudes just watching me have the club just get ripped off.
What? How does that happen a lot? The head of a golf club?
I mean, if you aren't good like me and you swing and you hit like the ground before you hit the ball and then it just fucking rips off.
I would have picked up the ball and thrown it. For sure.
I probably would have done that if I didn't have their foursome like watching me totally, you know, like that would have been.
Were they saying stuff?
They were actually pretty cool about it. They kind of laughed. They're like, isn't that the worst? So I was like, yeah, not the first time. They're like, hope it wasn't a club you like.
Jesus. Guys yelling and talking. Nothing worse.
And
have a good one.
Then they just made fun of me the rest of the day, but it's all good. So that's what happened.
So mad.
Asked for some more golf stuff for my birthday. Whatever. That's another weird thing. Like I'm turning 31 on Wednesday. And one, it's weird to say that, but two, it's like, yeah, I still have like my mom and my wife. They're just like, what do you want for your birthday? I'm like, I'm 31. I have no idea. What? I don't know.
I keep a little list.
I'm just like, not that trust me, I think everybody should, no matter how old you are, I think somebody should be able to get like at least a little like birthday gift, surprise type of thing, you know, like what the hell's the point? You know, I know that like it's mainly for kids to throw a birthday party like my son, whatever. That's for mainly kids. I get that. But I think at the same time, it's like, this is life. You only come around once. It goes fast. On your birthday, you should be able to have a little something to celebrate. Anyways, but I just don't like.
Starts crying.
You
don't have anything?
It's a weird thing. I don't know. To me, like, even though I agree with what I just said, it is still weird for me to be like, I want this for my birthday.
Yeah, you gotta just give them like a general like. Yeah, I need some like a new chair. Like that's what I'd say to my mom, and then like you figure that out.
Chair, like a lounging chair.
Yeah, just like I mean, I don't have any furniture in my apartment right now, so that like I don't want to go out and pick. Huh?
Nor do you want any.
Don't need them. Don't need anything. But like I don't know. I'm not gonna ask for like a very specific thing. I'm not gonna ask for like a Jamal Anderson Falcons jersey from my mom. You know, because it's just like what size.
Is she gonna get the knockoff that like for some reason the throwback jersey, throwback player, they have it in a modern form of jersey, and then that's
that
weird.
Is the dumbest thing.
I hate it so much. I hate that.
What did I
much.
look for the other day? It might have been yeah, it was an old ass player, and they had like it on the new Nike template, like up on the like new website. I was like, why would I? Dude, what kind of clown do you think I am?
I have a Mean Joe Green jersey that has the italicized font, like numbers on it.
Throw it away.
And it's so
throw it away.
I can't wear it. I have it because I'm not gonna throw away a Mean Joe jersey, but it's like, what? That doesn't. It just that doesn't. That's not it. It's like I said when they have the black Steelers jersey that has like Super Bowl 40 logo on it. I'm like that never existed. They didn't wear that jersey.
Crazy. Yeah, you really got to know your shit to know that.
That's some like OCD.
I wouldn't see that. I wouldn't see that one because I wouldn't remember. Do you know? Are you the guy that knows all the Super Bowls?
Yeah. Somebody asked me that in public. Yeah. I would.
Nikki Glazer.
I wear that. Like,
you do the podcast with the guy who knows all the Super Bowls. I was like, that's what you know him for? Say them all right now.
Yes.
Say them all right now. Say only the ABC's one or ABC broadcast.
Oh my God.
No, I'm kidding. Okay. Don't do it.
All right.
Even though everybody wants you to right now. And me. Hey, what's this year's on though? It's not a sports podcast.
Fox.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
No. What? Fuck.
It's probably on CBS.
I think it was on CBS last year, and the rotation I'm pretty sure should be on NBC. But for whatever reason, I'm pretty sure it's on Fox because Tom Brady is now the lead broadcaster, and that's like a big thing that I've been seeing.
Tom Brady's Fox?
Yeah. Tom Brady's America's Game of the Week, Fox 425.
Ooh.
I think it's going to be really good.
Oh, that's like the name of Tom Brady's Game of the Week? That's like what they're calling it?
Like the 425, whatever the Fox, when Buck and Aikman, and now it's been Burkhardt and Olsen, and now it's going to be Burkhardt and Brady. Whatever game they're on, that's like America's Game of the Week. That's what they dub it.
That's not like a Fox thing that like Fox just like, oh, Because doesn't CBS
No,
get
it is
their
Fox.
game of the week?
They do, but it's not called America's Game of the Week. Fox got that on lock, and they have like the rights to it or whatever. CBS, it's just like their number one game is by whatever Romo and Nance are on.
Okay.
Fox though is straight America's Game of the Week for usually that 425 slot.
I can't believe Fox
Eagles,
pulled
Cowboys.
Brady.
I mean, they're paying him like 8 figures.
Brady's just
9
not
figures.
Fox, you know?
I know we grew up with him on CBS. He got a little bit of Fox with him in the last couple of years with the Bucks.
Dude. Brady's so AFC.
I'm excited.
So
I think he's gonna
CBS.
be good.
Yeah. Who's not watching that?
Worth a watch. Worth a watch for sure.
Brady and Romo. Can we do that?
Brady on play. Chris Collinsworth on play-by-play. Brady and Romo as the color commentators.
And then just for some reason, Lil Wayne's there.
Dream. Hey, Lil Wayne is the officiating analyst.
Let's throw it down to Lil Wayne. Was he out of bounds or not?
We're gonna throw down
Before
the
he talks.
Wheezy.
The lighter. That'd be so hard.
Hey, he doesn't give any insight. The only thing he does is they'll be like, "What do we think, Wheezy? Was he out of bounds on that one?"
Yeah. All right, back up to you guys. Yeah. Best quarterback alive.
What a booth there. Yeah, Lil Wayne is just like he's either the officiating analyst or just a sideline reporter. And he only has analysis or commentary when it's just rap ad libs.
He's the best. That's all I need. Yeah. Best rap alive. Get.
I mean,
Was he out of bounds? Did they hold? And will the play stand? Yeah. All right, thank you. Tunchi. All
right. I just want the Joe and Ben show soundboard to be on Fox. You are watching a master at work.
Oh my gosh. Lil Wayne, what's your take on Aaron Rodgers? You are watching a master at work. Yeah. Thank you. Just perfect. All right. Perfect. Can we get, we could probably do it. We need to get that soundboard for this show. Actually, we wouldn't say a word.
Yeah, we'd have too much fun. We'd be the guys that's just like,
Trapaholics, bitch. Where'd you find this?
People would want to stop listening because they'd be like, I liked these guys until they got the fucking soundboard. And then it just became the soundboard.
Yeah, but the ones that still listen, they're the real.
He looks like Jerry Rice out there.
Get him up. It's all we want to do is make an intro to a radio station. That's all we really want to do. What's your dream job? Just creating like 13 seconds of get him up.
And it's all the people that it's all these guys inside Clubhouse. It's get him up. It's right. It's not bad for a fat guy. It's station now about this. All of it just fucking.
Dude, the DMs
You're watching a master at work.
Just a picture of me on a couch. Somebody comments, station know about this? Bro, kills me. On the ground. Station know about this? Anything. It works for anything. Take a bite out of a piece of bread. Station know about this? Orders 2 coffees. Station know about this? He's the barista. He pops up from behind the counter.
He's just everywhere, bro. He's everywhere. He's just here.
And then you're like, why would the station? You're like in the back of the Starbucks too. You're like, why would the station need to know about
He's
this?
just the voice of reason for everything. Like you're in an Uber, you're deciding whether or not to get in an Uber or go home or stay out with your friends. He's the driver. Station know about this?
Yeah, I'll have one more beer. He's the bartender. Station know about that?
He wasn't the bartender until it's time to until it's time for the
Totally different guy serving you beers.
Yeah.
He turns around, then turns around. And
he morphs into him. You're like, wow, the fuck? Station know about this? What I want is for an email or for a message from Clubhouse that is somebody who like said that, let it slip to their wife.
Oh,
And their wife is just like, what are you talking about? What inside joke is this? Who do I have to kill? You know, that's my dream.
Honey, we're having potatoes tonight. Station up. What does that mean?
I mean, sounds great, honey. Not bad for a fat guy. I liked these guys, and then all they did was talk about their inside jokes from when they worked at a radio station.
That's my worst fear.
You
guys are just like, they're too inside jokey. They're too inside jokey. It was like funny to put on the background. I didn't really listen, but now they're too inside jokey. They call it Inside Clubhouse. Jokey. My husband told me about the podcast, but like he said it was a Clubhouse thing and I wouldn't understand. I don't get it. It seriously smells like shit.
Dude, I was talking to my wife about this and just sliding into it. I can't help it. But it's so funny how like you revert back to when you're 18 or 19
every second.
Well, when you're a parent, so when you're a parent and you have little kids and you only get out once like every 2 months, if that, you know, where it's like, okay, we have a sitter at our house. We have at least 4 hours to where we can be grown-ups, have drinks, be social.
Mm-hmm.
You totally forget and throw everything out the window that you've learned about your life of drinking up to that point. You know, where when you're 18, 19, you're like, shots, give me the kamchaka, give me whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then it goes horribly and you're like, whoa, I got to like figure out how to slow it down, mix in water, like take my time, don't do liquor before beer.
Is that a myth?
Or don't do beer before liquor, whatever.
Never sicker.
Right. It's not one for me. I take that as a full fact, but you learn those things and then you get to a point where you're like, okay, I know how to like be like maintain an evening. And then when you become a parent, you get that night out once every 3 months, you just are like,
liquor before beer,
fucking margarita. They give me a beer. They give me only IPAs. And give me a shot. I don't care. Like just because you're like, I got 4 hours. I got to make it all happen.
Nothing, Matt. Those 4 hours, best 4 hours of your life. Eating everything in sight.
You feel so free.
Ah!
But even you're so excited that you just scream.
Cheesy tots. Get everything. Spend $4,000. $1,000 an hour. Just because you don't want to live your normal life.
We like literally on Friday when we were all getting together, me and Rye were the first people out and we get there and I get myself like one of those tall, heavy ass like 𝗫𝗓𝗓𝗏.
𝗫𝗓𝗓𝗏.
Oh no, it was two-hearted. It was
𝗫𝗓𝗓𝗏.
It was two-hearted.
That shit went crazy.
Yeah, well, both of them. You know, those things.
𝗫𝗓𝗓𝗏.
You take two of those, you're like, whoa.
𝗫𝗓𝗓𝗏. That's such
why Riley gets a just straight like margarita and then like downs it in like 8 seconds. He's like, let's get another. Like, oh boy. Well, we're gonna be hurting, but you know what? We don't got any kids right now. So married clubhouse with kids. Clubhouse, even who don't have kids, that'll happen one day. And you'll be like, oh man, I remember when I knew how to go about my evening. And then now I'm so excited to be out. I just throw everything straight to the dome.
Dude, 𝗫𝗓𝗓𝗏. Can't stop thinking about that.
What a name.
This should be a DB for the University of Kentucky. 𝗫𝗓𝗓𝗏. Best cover DB in the coming out next year.
Picked off by
𝗫𝗓𝗓𝗏.
𝗫𝗓𝗓𝗏. It's either a DB or it's like a private charter school in Florida. Welcome in. We got St. Thomas Aquinas against 𝗫𝗓𝗓𝗏.
Why are high schools always named the crazy? Dude, I was watching ESPN because it's been on the TV on 3 volume for the past 4 days. And it'll just be ESPN high school games.
That's what I was just about to say.
Dude, ESPN high school games, the teams, I'm like, what? But
it's always the Pirates versus the fucking Bulldogs. Pirates are always playing in a high school game. I swear to God.
But like the names of the actual schools.
No, I know.
I'm like, how is that a name? Like what?
Bishop Gorman versus St. Maria Malteki.
There's one the other day that was just it sounded like a college. I thought I was watching a D3 game. It was like Georgia Tech. Or it was like Georgia State. I was like, I don't know. They just have the craziest names.
They do. And it's always this weird time of year where it's so like it's football season, but the NFL is still a little bit away, and college is right before to kick off. Maybe you have that 1 week 0 college game, but then there's high school football on ESPN.
I always want to be on that game.
You're like, I'll take it. Let's do it.
God, can my high school just play on ESPN once?
Wasn't that wild when like locally here we did have that? Like Carmel
played on ESPN, and I was like,
Morgan Newton.
Thought I was the only one.
Like, wow, this guy's the best player ever.
So he's going to the SEC.
Never heard of him again.
Sad.
Isn't that the saddest?
Morgan Newton, bro. Got cramps, took 1 drink of water, went back in the game. I was like, wow, you can do that? I thought when you got cramps, you were out for 3 weeks.
Not that this is a high school reminiscent or high school football podcast, but God, this time of the year, you just want to fucking roll up, just hear the band playing on a Friday night, sun setting, get a box of popcorn. Don't you just want to do that?
Box of popcorn.
I mean,
they're just handing those things out in the third quarter.
I just want to do that. I don't need to do it every week. Not at all. Just give me like one Friday and late August every year.
You one of those horns?
The drums.
How about when you're a kid and you're like, not a reminiscent podcast, but you're like at the high school game, but you're not paying attention to the high school game, and like something happens and the crowd goes so insane. You're like, what just happened? They're like, they got a sack. You're like, that?
Yeah, it's like the crowd, the roar comes, and then like, you know, there's always the fucking bell cows or the noisemakers or whatever. The
PA system.
I had a sack on the play. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, dude, that's some nostalgia right there. That is some nostalgia. That's all America, bro.
Why is it so much better when you're not playing at a high school game? Every high school game I've been to, I've been like, this is amazing. Every time I played in one, I was like, this is kind of lame. I was like, why are we not like living up to the...
There's like, yeah, like there's people aren't even paying attention in the crowd.
And that's like too sunny. I was like, how come the aura at like every high school game I went to growing up was like, oh, like mud on the jerseys, like just everybody
like
so
like
dialed
literally
in.
Friday Night Lights.
It's crazy, dude. Just like the crazy things happening all game, like plays you wouldn't even believe. Then I get in high school, I'm just like, it's 10-3.
Yeah.
Broad daylight.
Yeah, we're going into the fourth quarter and the sun is just now setting.
No one's in the crowd.
Well, this isn't what I signed up for.
Anyway,
I one time had this. No, it's a reminiscent podcast, but it was the first game of.
I can't wait.
This coming out of my mouth, dude. We're such losers.
Yep.
It was the first game of my senior year, and it was like, you know, late or early August, mid-August.
So way too hot,
dude. So hot. Obviously, like it's so hot and humid that by like the third quarter, storms are rolling in. Right. So it's one of those where lightning happens, so they have to delay the game. We got to go back to the locker room and everything, and you know the stands are clearing out, and now everybody's just like, who even cares?
God,
you know,
I hate that.
Nobody wants to say it, but everybody's thinking it. Who even fucking cares? So we're walking back to the locker rooms. Everybody is like, you know, the fans are even walking with the players because it's all the same shit.
Yeah.
And
that's a weird moment when you like see one of your friends like dap them up.
Yeah. And you're like, can I do this? I don't know.
I'm going to get yelled at.
So I just said what everybody was thinking, but I was like, where's everybody going? Like, because all the fans were leaving and everything because the game wasn't over.
Yeah.
And this fucking offensive lineman, classic meathead tool, just turns around on my team. Just turns around. I don't care about people in the stands. I'm playing the game because I want to play the game.
Why are there so many people like that on your high school football team?
So I just go, all right, man. And from that point on, I was like, I might just like get in my car and leave.
Real moment. Real moment.
I'm like, you know how
what
much,
are we doing this for?
You know how much like I'm not gonna care. Like half the reason we all play is because people come and watch us.
Yeah, man.
So I'm gonna go sit in this locker room.
Doing this for the game, for the love of the game. I've never thought that in my life.
And then I'm gonna sit out this fucking delay. It's gonna be 11 o'clock on Friday night. We got to be back there at 6 a.m. for fucking practice the next day.
That was kind of fun.
So then 11 o'clock, we're out there. Nobody in the stands. They're playing this game to finish it up. What?
We got rained out so hard. We had to play the second half of the game at a different stadium the next day. Saturday, 1 p.m.
I remember that.
I was like,
yeah.
Dude, I got in trouble after that. I started that second half of that game, but I got in trouble because earlier that day I played in a badminton tournament. And they found out, dude.
Where'd you play the badminton tournament?
Like it was at the same high school.
Oh,
but the game was supposed to be Friday.
Yeah.
And the badminton tournament was on Saturday. Just like a stupid badminton tournament that your high school put on.
Yeah.
Bunch of nets on the court. I was like, I don't know. I'm down to be somebody's partner. Like, I feel like I'm kind of good at badminton, so let's run it. It'll be after the game. But the game got moved. So I was like, I still got to play in the badminton tournament. They found out. They're like, is that why you only had 15 yards on 7 carries? I was like, we won the badminton tournament, though.
It's because your legs were shot. Yeah. You're like, dude, I'm 16 years old.
That didn't even cross my mind that it would have been a bad idea.
I think you're fine. I think, yeah, it's just like optics.
I didn't even think about it. I was just like, oh shit, okay, badminton tournament at 11 a.m., games at 1. Let's get it.
Did you win the badminton
Yeah.
tournament? Oh, well, there you go.
I know. I was like, well,
It's not bad.
we got the pick.
That's not bad. Let's check Clubhouse. Let's do that. We good to do that? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right. Here we go. Team these guys at gmail.com. Let's see. Let's catch up on some here. This is from Lucas. Subject line, Chase Daniels goatee. What's up, boys? Hope to see you in Columbia, Missouri for a Tigers game this fall. I feel like we're not... Why can't I read? I feel like we're going to see a lot of colleges try and make Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us their thing this season. I can see almost every school playing that song during a crucial third down or when the defense takes over and only get 50 to 100 students to actually sing the chorus. I propose we have schools audition to get the song for the year during non-conference play. Each conference then gets one school that you can exclusively play that song during the season. You have to be able to show up during West Delaware Tech on September 6th if you want to put on a good show against Oklahoma on November 10th. Slap my ass with the 2007 Mizzou versus Kansas football highlights to determine number 1 in the country while I half listen to my wife explain some drama with her best friend and their coworker. Good to hear from you, Lucas.
Mizzou, Kansas, great color matchup.
Insane. Civil War, I believe. There's a few of those. I don't know.
love Missouri's colors.
Yeah. See, we're getting into that. Like, I texted my buddies about this the other night when the Colts are on Thursday Night Football. EJ Speed thought he intercepted a pass and immediately does where he I know, right? Gets up and starts pointing to the end zone and everybody starts running down there. And I just still cannot believe that we're 8 years into the defensive celebration on a turnover, running down to the end zone and doing the picture. It is absolutely insane to me how it has not ended.
I've always hated that.
I thought at first it was a one team did it thing, and that year it's oh, that's their thing, cool. Now every single, even it's a fucking high school team, every single team who gets a turnover does that, sprints to the end zone, does their stupid picture, and
Just
all that
after
bullshit.
a turnover, not even a turnover for a touchdown.
After, dude, they'll intercept it at the 20-yard line, run to the other end zone.
Are you
all together
serious?
and do a pose and all that shit.
Just for a pick, not a
Yes.
pick six.
Yes.
Holy waste of time.
It's asinine. And look, when the first teams were doing it, I was
Just
oh, that's
for
pretty
a turnover?
I was oh, that's pretty sick. I was never guy that's just why don't you act like you've been there before? I'm not fucking Big Joe, I'm not like that. But it's just the fact that now it's to the point where it's guys, come up with something else. Still?
It's just, I don't know, man. I thought after a pick six, it's pretty cool. But
But you're in the end zone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right, so celebrate.
Mm-hmm. They're doing that in the pros,
dude,
too.
it's mind-numbing, man. It's mind-numbing. And it's been going on for far too long. And to your point, Lucas, yeah, it's something like that every year. The trends of football season every year is so funny to me. How all of a sudden every single person who scores a touchdown is doing some dance that is from some video that and then it trickles its way down to high school football players in grade school. You're what are we even doing? Right.
Kind of hard.
The song like Mo Bamba was that a handful of years ago.
Dude, the one that gets me is how every school had to have like a turnover thing. Turnover chain, turnover this, turnover that.
Yeah, sideline reporters.
Who even cares?
Love to report on that.
Who cares about that? After like one, like who did it? Who's the OG like turnover thing?
One I remember was the U.
They had a turnover chain.
Yeah.
I think
like
after that, it's like you just.
Everybody, it's got to be something. You go sit on a throne. They do like an alley oop on like a little basketball goal. I'm just like, guys, you're Akron. Okay. Just shut up.
I can't stand that.
Anyways, good email. It's from Kenny. Subject line: Jesse Plemons / Joey Mulinaro. Same guy. Do you know who Jesse Plemons is? He's an actor. He's an actor. He's been in a lot. He was. You remember? Did you ever see Like Mike?
Jesse Plemons sounds like a good like high school 3-point shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse Plemons from the corner. Yes.
It's just because we have light hair.
It's just because you guys have like light hair and look exactly the same. Jesse Plemons for 3. Yes.
Plemons from the top of the key. Plemons from Evansville. Oh my goodness.
Plemons with the pick 6 and the turnover chain.
Hey guys, hope all is well. I have a question I think would be great for the U2 in the clubhouse. Forgive me if this has been a topic before, but since this isn't a sports podcast, I figured I'd go ahead and ask. Imagine you're caught in the middle of a back alley brawl and your only chance to secure victory against some of the toughest street fighters who happen to be elite athletes is by choosing 3 allies who are also athletes. You can select from football players, basketball stars, or any other sport. Who would you pick? Remember, ones who you feel like can beat the absolute shit out of anyone. Me personally, I'm picking Brian Dawkins, Zach Randolph with a Blazers jersey on, and Pac-Man Jones, especially after he just got off the phone with Jerry Jones. Thought this would be a good question for the clubhouse. Slap my ass with Bernard Pollard's used nose tape while screaming, "This is not bad for a fat guy" at 3 a.m. while Benny sits in the corner drinking a Starbucks coffee and randomly says, "Let me know when you're done with that nose tape. I'd like to give that thing a kissy wissy." Jesus Christ.
Nose tape. That's
what
I'm
is
saying,
even happening?
bro.
What is even happening?
No, I love it.
No.
Who would you pick to back you up in a fight? 3 people?
Yeah.
Any sport?
Yeah.
They don't have to be different sports?
No.
Oh, damn. Ron Artest.
Mm.
Maybe Ben Wallace, too.
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, why not? And
We've seen them in action before. Against one another, so you bring them together. Powerful allies.
Kind of Rasheed Wallace, too. I feel like he would just kill anyone.
Yeah. A lot of reach there. You get somebody pretty good. I'm going James Harrison.
Oh, God.
Going James Harrison. I'm going Mike Alstott. And I'm going Shaquille O'Neal.
Dude, roll up with those 3. What's up?
Come on. Talk to me.
What's up? Dude, no one would ever believe in their right mind that those 3 people are at the same place. If you told me Alstott, Shaquille O'Neal, and who's the first person?
James Harrison.
James Harrison, we're all in your hometown bar.
Twin Peaks.
Actually, I would believe that.
Just Mike Alstott, though.
Mike Allstott's goatee. Can you imagine? Yeah, what's up? Would you like win a sweepstakes or something? No, they're just my friends. That'd be so crazy. The amount of questions I would ask. Actually, they wouldn't even have to talk. I'd just be like this.
Alstott and Harrison definitely with cut off shirts on.
But and they're cropped too.
Cut off, cropped with
Buccaneers equipment
with cargo shorts.
Just like they would look in the NFL street game. They have visors on backwards and upside down. Dude, that guy on NFL Street was always so cold.
Allstott's fingers are taped. Just at Twin Peaks.
Hey, can I take one Coach Fingers?
Oh, I don't know
James
which-
Harrison's sweatiest hoodie ever on. It's still sweaty from when he worked out this morning.
The hood's still up and tied real tight around his head.
You're looking across the bar. You're like, is that Chris Chambers for some reason? Just the best. The best.
What's
Can we
Shaq
build it?
wearing?
Oh, he's wearing like the Lakers warm up. It's like, you know, when they're like singing the national anthem and they're like,
That of him and Kobe when they're both standing next to each other.
yep. This is like the longest pants of all time. He's wearing them. And the biggest, like, did they make them wear that stuff?
Hey Shaq, can I try those on? Can I try those on, Shaq?
No, but he has his jersey on under it too. Like he's
What
about
if he
to go
just
in
had the
game.
pants, but then the jersey on? There's pants, jersey.
You're just
Would it be
waiting for him to
better?
rip them off and
Yeah.
like throw them.
Yeah.
You know how they just always just take off all their clothes and like throw it?
Uh-huh.
I love that. And then like some white dude like picks him up real quick.
Shaq just has mountains of chicken wings that he's just demolishing. Just like on Hot Ones, the episode, that meme where he's like, the chicken wing looks so tiny in his giant hand. And now it's on a street fight. Now it's just a dream hangout. Okay.
But that's what we want. So many beers in front of Alstott. Okay, keep going.
So many, dude. Yeah. No, not even just like a tower. Just tower. And he doesn't drink out of cups. He drinks out of pitchers. So he fills his pitcher up. This is from Travis.
Just want to keep talking about that. And
Travis says, psycho coach.
the bartender's Matt Hasselbeck. And fellas, need anything else?
The bartender's Matt Hasselbeck and like Sam Ponder. Like, you know. One,
Hey,
like,
eighth overall, the Vikings. Crazy.
no,
Never forget.
that's Christian.
Oh, my
Sam's
bad.
his wife. He was on ESPN. Yeah, because you
Oh.
got to have like one female bartender, one
My bad.
like.
Always thinking about the homies. That was so crazy though. Eighth. I was like, okay.
Yeah, Vikings are like, yeah, I don't know. He looks the part.
Okay, dude. That's the thing about quarterbacks. Dude.
Looks the part. We're
They'll
gonna
just
see.
just the most average ass random QBs sneak up to the seventh draft pick of the whole draft. I'm like, dude, him? Don't you know?
He's got a real face of the franchise. Like literally put it up on the side of the building. Face of
Didn't
the
know who he
franchise.
was 7 weeks ago.
Dude had some weapons around him.
Calvin Benjamin. Nah, way too late.
The Vikings?
No, I was thinking about FSU.
Oh.
Percy Harvin though. Percy
Yeah.
Harvin's Vikings.
Oh,
Oh,
Percy Harvin and Adrian Peterson. And I'm pretty sure
who else though? That's the question. Not sports podcast. Other wide receiver? It wasn't
Sidney
that-
Rice from South Carolina. Yeah. Pretty
Man.
stacked.
Such
Such
a
a
wide
stacked
receiver.
Minnesota offense. Yeah. From Travis, psycho coach. Sup, guys? Benny bringing up raising money for the football team and where it goes reminds me of my former high school coach. He was fired for allegedly stealing cash from the booster club.
God
Money we
dang.
made from selling discount cards around town. This would have been back in 03-04. Also, two-a-day practices where freshmen that were only out for ball because their dad wanted them to play would line up against seniors and get destroyed in Oklahoma drills. Although hilarious, I don't think that stuff goes on today. I remember one game, junior year, our kicker missed 2 extra points. And at halftime, coach saying he would shoot the kicker with a shotgun if he missed again.
Hell yeah. What high school?
Did either of you ever have any crazy coaches? P.S. My priest growing up, Father Rick, showed up to my sister's first communion party, glass of whiskey in one hand and Marlboro Red in the other, some different times. Slapped me in the face with a 44 Vikings Leroy Horde jersey. Oh my God.
Whoa.
Did we have psycho coaches? Yes.
Man. They're the best though when you think about it. After you have your psycho coach, you're like, every other coach you have after, you're like, you're kind of a bitch.
You always have the stories about the psycho ones too. Like those live on for years.
Every day I was like, man, the way I think that's like, I think I felt depression for like anxiety maybe for the first time.
probably. Just like thinking about thinking about having to go deal with that.
Oh my God. I have no idea. I was like, yo, I was just like playing on an 8-foot basketball hoop in my driveway before this. I don't even know, bro. I don't know where to set a pick, dog.
Yeah, so to get to be like 1 o'clock, at post lunch at school, you're like, damn, it's happening. We got to go to practice.
Tough. But actually learned a lot.
Mm-hmm. I always love the hard ass coach that's insane, but then will actually like bring you in and like teach you something a little bit. But then also, you're like, all right, I got to take that to heart because if I don't, he's going to kill me.
There's something good about like getting like, just like super structured day at practice over and over, Monday, Wednesday. And then like for some reason on a Saturday, it'd be like the funnest practice of all time.
Ooh,
randomly.
When crazy coach comes and surprises you with a fun practice, that's some good stuff.
You're like, we're just playing 5-on-5 today. Let's just play. Yeah. I'd be like, what?
That's some good stuff right there.
What?
Yeah. The old, like, you always hear that in college football season too, when it'll be like this team got their ass kicked the week before. And the sideline reporter before the first quarter of the game would be like, well, Coach Martin said to the guys on Sunday, bring your track shoes. They were thinking the worst. And then they showed up and they were going to play dodgeball for 3 hours, a team bonding activity that none of them will ever forget. And guys, they thought they were going to get the worst conditioning they've ever had. Turned out to be a lot of fun.
Back to
Thanks,
you.
Molly.
Jesus Christ. Okay. There's 3 plays have gone by.
Every time though. And there's a story, you hear that once a week. Coach had them fearing for the worst, but when they showed up, it turned out to be the time of their lives. And it turns out it's just what this team was needing after feeling like they were very uptight and not as well prepared, ready to play last weekend, guys.
Well, the game's over because that story took so goddamn long. And and there's no one else in the crowd. We've actually been here for way too long and they kicked us out too. So
they love telling that story though about the coach who thinks that they're going to get their
gosh. Isn't that something?
You've been there a few times yourself, huh, Benny?
God, I can remember the time I got hit in the face with a dodgeball from one of our linemen. Like, dude.
But you know what? That's what brings the guys closer, and it's what you miss about being in a locker room.
Hey, you know what it is? It's not about the on-field stuff. It's about the camaraderie.
Well said. 2nd and 12, and Davis goes down hard.
Dude, if I hear one more person say camaraderie, I'm going to cut my head off. Camaraderie? Ah! It slices your own head off. It's about the camaraderie with the team more than anything. All right. Yeah. Win a national championship. Shut up.
Nice. This is from Lou. This is one of my favorite subject lines here. Jamal Adams double armbands.
Oh.
Lou says, what's up, fellas? Let me know if these make sense. Josh Allen is the Peyton Manning of Phillip Rivers. Joe Burrow is the Tom Brady of Taylor Heineke's. AJ Hawk is the Ray Lewis of Will Compton's. Trayvon Diggs is the Darrell Revis of Eli Apple's. Slap my ass with the family-sized bag of peanut butter M&Ms with that Roger Goodell keeps in the basement where he watches the NFL draft that one year.
That 1 year.
COVID.
That was the weirdest draft. I was like, dude,
worst year of everyone's life. That 1 year.
No, that 1 year. So funny, man.
Yeah, I'd say those make sense.
God, that's hard for me to think about.
Because yes. Josh Allen is a Peyton Manning, meaning he's the best of the version of Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
He's in the Phillip Rivers type category, but he's the best one.
Yeah. I don't know. Is he though? He hasn't really. Has he done as much as Phil? Is he better than? Does that mean he's better than Phillip Rivers?
Yeah, Joe Burrow. Okay, yeah. This is Joe Burrow is the Tom Brady of Taylor Heineke's. So it's just like what the ideal form of Joe Burrow isn't Tom Brady yet. Easy. But he's the Tom Brady of, he's the ideal version of what Taylor Heineke would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It's much more difficult to explain. It's just a light bulb thing. Like you have to read that and hear it and be like, yeah, I get it. But explaining it back is much more difficult.
Was there a running back one?
There was not.
Jamal Adams double armbands though. It's an LSU thing. It's a Tiger thing.
Jamal Adams double armbands.
Tyrann Mathieu did it first, but I think he took it from somebody too. But that was such a look.
Strong safety, top 5 pick.
Just every DB on every team has the armband. Compression sleeves. When Matthew did that though.
Tyrann Mathieu, maybe most fun I've ever had watch somebody play football.
Just something crazy happening every game. Block punt for a touchdown. Oh my God. Every time.
And in the same game, like having an interception and a forced fumble on a blitz.
What?
Like, what is this guy doing?
Tyrann Mathieu, real quiet. This game returns a punt. Again?
The punt he returned against Georgia in the SEC title game in 2011 where he dropped the ball at the half-yard line.
Hey, why does that make every punt more hard to cover?
But they no. He like had housed it and it was one of those where he already thought he was in the end zone and he dropped it like a half yard early. But I don't think they had like the right replay or whatever at that time. So like he got away with it. But it was a crazy punt return. It was like an 82-yard punt return. Did one of those where he like fucking caught it off the bounce, like kind of circled back a little bit, found an alley, just housed it, and then at the half-yard line in the old Georgia Dome, drop. Brad Nessler and Vern Lundquist are losing their minds.
Dude, when players do that, I'm kind of like, I kind of get it.
That's another thing that's going to happen inevitably here with football season starting this weekend. At some point in the next 3 months, you will definitely see multiple
dropping the ball
guys
before they get in.
Oh, yeah. Happens every year.
I kind of get it. I'm like, I know you're like in the zone and you just think you're running faster than you are. Like every time they do it, I feel so bad. I'm not like that idiot. I'm like,
I am like that idiot. Like,
really?
Just hold on to the fucking ball.
I know, but like, bro, he's just so
like
excited.
As soon as you're in, like, just 2 yards and you'll know you're in the end zone and you could throw the ball to the stands for all I care.
I know.
Why?
It's always a DB that doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Running backs, receivers, they're not doing that.
Dude, that guy for Washington, that like D lineman did it last year. It's guys who aren't
never
used
really
to,
scored.
Yeah, it is. That's true. I'll give him that. You were right about that.
Yeah, but if it's like a dude that's like your running back and he does that, I'm like, yo. But that's like installed in a running back's hard drive from birth. It's like, get through the end zone.
Yeah.
So I don't think they ever would. But like a DB that's just like in the nickel package, picks one up, takes it to the house. I'm like, I'm watching that play as a coach, like, God, please cross the line. Running 1,000 miles an hour. Not a sports podcast.
You already know. Yeah, if I'm watching the Steelers or something and one of our DB, I'm hold on to the ball, hold on to the ball, hold on to the ball.
Nothing worse.
I just got to say it. You just like after every fourth down when we're about to get the ball back, I have to say, watch the fake.
Because the minute you don't say it, some weird third string tight end running across the field.
I just have to get it out there.
Watch the fake.
Can be real quick. Watch the fake.
I'll show you. Watch fake. Gotta say it.
Just have to get it out.
Dude, it's sometimes coach, like, dude, a lot of times I was like, we're not going to say watch the fake on the sideline. Can I get like a special teams coordinator saying watch the fake?
Right.
Jesus Christ, dude.
We have to get
watch the fake.
We have to get a pass run and a ball call in every single play. When you're looking, you can't get a watch the fake.
Dude, sometimes I'm like, it'd be so easy to fake it right here on this team. they are clueless. Dude, how about when like, oh, never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
All right.
When Michigan State beat Notre Dame on that last second fake. That is the craziest,
so weird,
coldest move.
It took so long to develop too. Dude was running down the
win.
Dude, the dude who fucking rolled out with the ball was just like lollygagging to his right for 8 seconds. I was like, what?
That is. And by the time they throw it, I'm like, that's getting picked.
Yeah.
Wide open.
No clue how that happened.
Every fake takes so long.
Dude, when Michigan State won,
Is Michigan State just pulling fakes out of their ass every year?
Because when Michigan, the kicker dropped the ball in the big house,
Oh,
he was going to punt in that last second.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was like, oof.
Sean McDonough voice like cracking.
His voice is always cracking. I'm like, bro, you didn't like expect a big thing to happen ever? You're an announcer and your voice is cracking like that? That's happened to that guy so many times. I'm like, bro, wow. Watch the fake, McDonough.
Did you watch Georgia Tech, Florida State over the weekend?
No, but I watched all the highlights and stuff.
Dude, the first quarter, basically, like the audio wasn't right. Like the people running the audio were just slipping.
No
And so
way.
Joe Tessitore, who already is like an awesome announcer and like gets real fired up, dude, it was literally like popping. Like he was losing it, dude.
Did you watch that game?
Yeah. Yeah. I was in and out, but I watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so good. Anyways. All right. Stuff's tumbling upstairs. Got to get out of here. Station, not about this. All right. Go see Benny on the road. Go buy tickies. And
Austin,
yeah.
Texas, San Diego. See you soon. Tickies
Football's
at...
here. Sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, it's okay.
Tickies
Take us
at-
down there.
You know it. There.
BennyPolizzi.com.
There we go.
Fourth URL.
Oh, it's Benny now?
I've got like 3.
Wow.
I don't know.
Good for you.
Guy
a lot
who
of,
can't figure it out.
a lot of upkeep. Here we go. Oh my God, I ran out of them. I had a list. DeMarco Murray.
Oh man, so good on the game. Dang. I can't think of his name right now. Corey Schlesinger.